Welcome to a new lesson of Adobe Lightroom. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you will be able to, get to know about the interface on how Adobe Lightroom works or Adobe Photoshop Lightroom works. And later on, I'm going to show you how you will be able to import your photos import your photos and videos in Adobe Lightroom. Before getting into the lesson, I'm going to give you a brief and short brief of how Adobe Lightroom works, why Adobe Lightroom is used, and what is Adobe Lightroom. So Adobe Lightroom, or officially known as Adobe Photoshop Lightroom, is a piece of image organization and image manipulation software developed by Adobe Inc. As part of the Creative Cloud subscription family, it is supported on Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, and tvOS such as Apple TV. So, what is Adobe Lightroom used for? One of the Lightroom's most important feature is image management. Many photographers begin the editing process with Lightroom because it excels at handling large amount of photos, so you can get more work done more quickly. You can also effectively or efficiently organize, manage, and find photos in a library like catalog. So what is the difference between Lightroom and Photoshop? So Adobe Lightroom offers raw file processing and non-destructive editing for photos, while Photoshop offers various layering tools as well as powerful batch editing features. Here in 2023, Adobe offers a photography plan with online storage space which includes both Lightroom and Photoshop. And yes, Lightroom is free. It is available on iOS and Android and also Windows, Mac OS, and like Apple TV too. So in Lightroom for mobile includes free Lightroom presets, all the capture, organization, and sharing features, and most of the editing tools. So what is Lightroom in photography? So Lightroom is non-destructive, meaning it doesn't make changes to the original pixels and image, which can be irreversible. Lightroom features a variety of tools for processing and storing many image files, making it more efficient for those who edit many photos at once. So, without any further ado, let's just show you how the interface of Adobe Lightroom works, and later on let's show you how you will be able to import your photos and videos in Adobe Lightroom. So first off, when you open up Adobe Lightroom, your interface will look like this. And keep that in mind to use the newer version of Adobe Lightroom because it will allow you to have all the tools which you need in the newer versions of the newer software. Okay, so first off, as you can see that at the top there are also some ribbon or tab type of features. Well, this might look a bit, old in, Windows, but it's a bit, looks a bit more advanced in Mac OS. But both of them actually works the same. So first off, as you can see that there are tabs. First is the File tab. From here you can open up new catalogs, open your recent works, then import your photos, videos, then tether your capture, export, import, email your photos, plugin, whichever you see over here is going to, be available over here. Then we have is the Edit tab. In the Edit tab, you can see that there are some basic editing, tools, which is undo, redo, cut, copy, paste. Then we have select, then invert selection. Then we have is, selection of flag, rating, color label, preference, well, all of them. You can also edit your watermark through this tab. Then we have is the Library tab. Well, this is basically the basic, tab of how library actually works. It's just gonna help you to, make new collections, smart collection, then new folders, find, filter, preset, flag, rating, color label, kind, metadata, show photos, and etc. Then we have is the Photo tab where you will be able to enhance, edit your photo, rotate, and get the basic tools, remove photos, select photos, and all of those keywords, color label, set flags. Well, all of those are going to appear over here, but I'm just not going to show you all of those because I'm going to go in step by step, lesson by lesson, and then show you how it actually works. Then we have is the metadata. So the metadata type of tools are going to appear over here. Well, this is a bit, complex, but I'm just going to show you all of it, step by step. So stay with the, lesson and you will get all of those. Well, you will be also able to, import and export keywords through this, tab. Well, you can also get those inside of, Adobe Lightroom, but I'm just going to show you how these tabs actually work. Then we have is the view tab, where you will be able to organize your Adobe interface on how it actually works, and how, if you want to see it or not see it, then you can like select the grid line, grid style, then grid, loop, compare, survey, people, zoom in, zoom out, toolbar, and all of those are going to appear over here. Then we have is the windows. In the windows, you will be able to see all of the windows which you will be able to select. Then we have is library, develop, map. As you can see over here, all of those are the windows: library, develop, map, book, slideshow. As you can see, all of them are over here too, right? So this is like quite the same. And at last we have is the help bar, where you can get help in from Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom. Well, another thing you have to keep in mind, that it's better if you stay connected to the internet, because it's going to help you a lot. Okay, so as it is done with the tab, I'm just going to show you the interface of how it actually works. First off, as you can see, the like middle part where it is said click the import button to begin. Well, this is called the library filter, where you will be able to select whichever folder, attribute, or metadata you have in your PC. So all the photos are going to appear over here, so you can get a preview. Then at the left we have the navigator. You can select this or open this up to open up photos. If you have like a specific type of photo here, like say once, okay, or one, all the like other photos are going to appear over here, so you can select them, and you can also fit them 100% to 300%. Okay, then we have the catalog. So all the photos are going to appear over here, or all the subfolders or folders are going to appear over here. Then you can select the photos. Then we have the folder. You can select the folder where you have your photos or videos, then open up in Adobe Lightroom. Then we have the collection, where you will be able to select the collection of data, or smart collection. This is also like selecting a folder. Okay, then we have is the publish service. You have hard drive, Adobe stock, then you have also Flickr. You have to stay connected to the internet, and you will be able to see, you will find more service online if you stay connected to the internet. Okay, you can publish those works on these type of such as Flickr, Adobe stock, and also your hard drive. Well, this is like basic. Then we have is export, import. Well, I'm just going to show it to you a bit later. Then we have over here is the histogram, where you will get your data, or the histogram of your photo, of how the light works in your photo over here and showed over here. Then we have the quick develop. Well, you will be able to make more differences in your photo through this tab or this feature. Then we have the keyword. Well, all the keyword feature is going to appear over here. Then we have is the list keyword, or maybe a bit basic of how it actually works, which is over here with keyword list. Okay, so the keyword list is going to appear over here. Just click on it and you will be able to find or filter your keyword. This is also quite the basic. Then we have is the metadata, just as shown over here. Well, everything is going to appear over here if you just select on this one. Then we have the comment. Well, the comment section is like plain simple, because this is a lot like Microsoft Word's comment section. If anyone makes a comment or you do a comment over here, then all of the comments are going to appear in this section of the selected photos. So as this is quite done, let's just show you how you will be able to import your photo. But before that, you can see this is also a section where all the synced photos is going to appear over here. Then we have the library, develop, map, book, slideshow. Well, the library is this tab. Then you will be able to get through the development tab over here. Then we have is the map, where you will be able to see the actual map of the globe and go through it, search by it, and go in, zoom in. Then we have is the book section, where you can make your own section or make your own book with cover, back cover, and all the photos. Then we have at last is the slideshow, where you will also be able to make your own slideshow. So we're going to skip that and show you just the basics of how you will be able to import your photos. There are a couple of ways how you will be able to open up your or import your photos. First is going to be this import section. Well, when you click on import, you will see that an interface like this will appear up. Okay, then select the folder or select the drive where you have your photo. First off, you can like select or plug in your card reader or pen drive or even your camera, and then select it directly from there. But you can also do is select the drive where you have your photo. So I have my photo over here. So I'm going to do is select on this and then select all of these photos. And after you select those photos, or even if you want like selected photos, just select on or keep it marked. Let's say I'm going to keep it marked. And after you're done, just click on done or import. So just click on done, and all of the photos are going to import over here. Even if it doesn't, just click on import again, then select the same one or the same thing, do the same thing again. Just click on it, and I'm going to do select on this one or this one. I'm going to do is click on it, click on import, and the photo will be imported in Adobe Lightroom, just as you can see that it has appeared over here. You can also do the same thing by going to File tab and click on import photos and videos, and it will also open up the same thing, and you will be able to do it. Just select on the drive, select on the subfolder, select the folders, and you can also check all and like uncheck all. So I'm gonna do it or give you an example. Go to Steam or wherever you have it. So I'm gonna do is uncheck all or check all, and then do is import, and all of the photos are gonna appear over here. Well, I don't have that much of a photo, but you can see that all of the icons which I had in that folder has appeared up, and all of the histogram is over here, and the synced photo is over here. So this is like basic of how it actually works in Adobe Lightroom, or how the interface works, and how you will be able to import your photos in Adobe Lightroom. So hope you understood everything in this lesson, and thank you for staying with us and seeing this video.